Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to another Ramble session. I hope y'all are doing well. Hello. Yes, and I hope y'all had a great weekend. Sorry if I'm speaking slightly softly because my daughter is in the next room on the couch. She is sick, the poor baby. She stayed home from work today. Yes, so I'm going to try to be quiet so that she can keep sleeping. Let's see. I hope y'all had a great weekend. We had a very lazy weekend. Yeah, both my kids were out of town this weekend. My daughter had a teaching conference, and so she was a few hours away from us with a group of gals from the school that she works at. So, and unfortunately, she was sick most of the time. So, yeah, the conference was on 2 days last week, Thursday and Friday, and then she ended up having to miss Friday's conference day because she was sick. So, yeah, fever, I don't know. She's got like a cold flu type of thing, the poor thing. Ugh. Anyhow, so she stayed home today from work sick, and hopefully with some medications and stuff, she'll be right as rain hopefully tomorrow. And then my son was out of town as well. Excuse me, sorry, there's bread. Yeah, he was out of town. He decided to just hop a plane and go to Chicago again to meet up with some of his friends for a long weekend. He had just come off night shift, and yeah, so he did that. Now he's back on day shift and he's back at work, day shift today, for the next week or so, or however his schedule goes. I'm not really sure. So yeah, so he left on, when was it? Wednesday evening, and got home yesterday. So yeah, and he had a good time. So that was nice. I have not literally been doing anything hardly in my room at all. Yeah. I worked on a few pages. One moment, here comes Fred again. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Worked on a few pages. I don't even know what book this is. Oh, this is my Christie book. So this must be June. Yeah, June, because it says just the beginning of our Sonshine's journey. Yeah, back in June this summer, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer. And so, anywho, I was going back in my book and finishing up some pages. So this was at the beginning, like the middle of June, when he first found out. Yeah. So that's been slow going. But we did have some good news. I think it's good news. Very good news, actually. Last Wednesday, we went to see his oncologist. We hadn't seen the oncologist, I think, for 3 months. But my son was going in for weekly blood work. And yeah, so obviously each week he would get his orders and he would go in for his blood work. And so, one moment, let me fix my door here. Just a second, I'm right here. Go on, in or out, Roxanne. In or out. Come on, I don't have time for you guys. I'm filming here. Anyhow, so yeah, we went to the oncologist, and he was going through blood work each week and all of that. And the good news is that his tumor markers are down. I think they're down to 3, in the 3s. So that's great. Not to 0, which would be the greatest, but they're down significantly, and the doctor is very pleased with that. And the doctor told him that, told us, I mean, my husband and I went with our son to the appointment, and said that as of now, he does not need chemotherapy right now. And so that is great news. And I really like this oncologist. He's really great. And he also said something about other oncologists would have probably treated my son with a dose of chemotherapy, but This doctor chose not to. He just wants to keep an eye on my son through blood work and scans and all that kind of stuff, and even if he has to go every week. But he would rather do that than put my son through the chemotherapy treatment, because that treatment is really, really rough. And yeah, so we're thankful for that. We're thankful for that. The doctor was saying, you know, some oncologists would just say, yeah, give him a dose and get it over with. But our doctor, yeah, he just doesn't want to put my son through that if he doesn't have to, which, you know, again, I'm thankful for. So my son will continue with blood work. I think he gets seen back in 3 weeks, and he has to have a scan done again, and he'll get blood work done in 3 weeks. So he doesn't have blood. He doesn't need to give blood for 3 weeks. So that's good. And then I think the doctor was saying too that depending on those results, my son might be able to stretch out his blood work. So he won't have to go every single week for blood work. But so yeah, great news, great news. Now, I did ask the doctor, I was like, okay, you know, I've got a lot of people praying, you know, we've got a lot of people praying for my son, and a lot of people ask how he's doing, and I don't know what to say, you know, because we get questions like, so did he get a clean bill of health, you know? And the doctor was very clear that no, it's not a clean bill of health, because, you know, and it could be a few years before that comes. This type of cancer is, he's gonna watch it like a hawk. Those were his words. I'm watching him like a hawk through his scans and blood work and all of that, because this type of cancer is quick. You know, when you get it, it grows quickly, and so if you nip it in the bud, then they can work with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So no clean bill of health, and won't probably have a clean bill of health until the day the doctor says that he is cancer free, which could be years from now. So but my son is doing really, really well. You know, he's doing really well, and you know, going on about his life. You know, hopping planes, going to Chicago, having fun with friends, doing what he does. You know, going to work and all that. So we're really thankful for that. Okay, so enough about all that. And I do want to thank you very much for all of your prayers and good thoughts and all of that for my son. Thought it was time to give you an update on him. Just because this page is staring at you right here because I was working on it. And this is made out of the stuff from my ephemera folder and lovely tags that I've received from friends and happy mail and all of that. So I did work on a little bit of this. Yeah. Well, you've seen this, but I did go back and do my journaling for a lot of these pages. This is, oh, so I guess I did come in here at some point last week and worked on some pages. This is from Lesta Frank, and it was in one of the art journaling magazines. This is a collage I did for my mother. Her birthday was back in June. And yeah, so I did a little collage work and then just put a little envelope in here with my journaling. So yeah, I worked a little bit on that. I have been working on my diamond painting, and just for people, because I was on, where was I? On Sunday, I was on Hottie Popo, which is Susan, and the Jersey Crafter, which is Laura. I was on their live. They do a live. It's called the Pete and Repeat, and they're so hilarious. And so, yeah, I love catching them when I can on a Sunday. And we were talking about the diamond painting that I've been working on from Victoria's Moon, and I'll leave all the links below. But here is what I started on. Let me see if I can show you. So look at all those glitteries. Yeah, doesn't look like much now, but I did start working on it, and these are square drills. And yeah, I think, let me see, like, I've only had trouble seeing one of the symbols, right? The symbols are fairly clear on the canvas itself. And if you haven't seen, this is going to be a mandala, and it looks like that. It's going to turn out beautifully, I think. And if you haven't seen my unboxing of this, I will put that in the description box below. Victoria's Moon contacted me to see if I would like to review one of their diamond paintings, and I said sure. So there's that, and I think I'm gonna try to do a close-up of working on this. I think I'm going to attempt it. I don't know if my camera can do it. I need to have a flat space to put this. But as we were talking about doing the diamond painting, because, you know, some people think it's very tedious and, you know, and it is. I'm not going to lie. It is. Let me try to flatten this out. It is quite tedious, but it's fun to work on. And I do want to do a first impressions because there are a few little things that, you know, that I want to go over. And some people had asked or expressed that they would like to see me working on it. So I could definitely do that. Some of these, it is really hard. They're so tiny. And some of the symbols are really hard. And then my dear friend Shelma was telling me too in a comment that the paintings that she's done before don't, whoops, my dog just tripped over a step, poor thing. That the symbols on the side of the ones that she's done in the past, or that she does, they don't have symbols. They just have numbers and letters. So I would prefer that, actually, numbers and letters. I think that would be a little bit more clear than trying to decipher the different symbols. Although some of the symbols, if you look closely without the glare, you can see them fine, right? But then there are some down here, I can't get it close enough, you know, without glaring you guys, that are difficult to see and decipher. Yeah, so you do the best you can. You do the best you can. Yeah, so I'll get more into this if I do another, there will, I'm tongue-tied this morning. There will be more videos on this, like my first impressions and what I think about doing it. And I'm using square drills this time instead of the round drills, and that is different for me. So I think I just woke up my daughter. I'm just moving that over. Yeah, so look forward to that. I think maybe today will be like a filming day because I do have flip throughs. I haven't done a flip through in months, and mainly because I haven't had a finished book in months. So I'm going to try to do some flip throughs. Otherwise, I've been every day like coming into my room and moving a few boxes at a time into my son's room. So if you didn't know, I'm moving my craft room from its current area in my house to my son's bedroom. Yeah, so I'm slowly going through the shelves and the boxes and whatever, and I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff already. And yeah, my room is a complete disaster, like more than usual. It's insane. So yeah. Oh, one of the things my husband did for me too is he got, this weekend we went out and about. I hardly did anything in the craft room at all. We were pretty much recliner potatoes the entire weekend. We were binge watching this show on Netflix and whatever, but it was nice just to relax and do nothing, you know, with my husband. But we did go out one day, and, what I want to do is he bought me a PVC pipe, and it's 3 inches in diameter. I don't know how long it is, but anyway, he's going to cut it into 6-inch length pieces to make pen holders for me that lay on their side. And I'll show you them when he gets them all done. But I got the idea from Karen Campbell because without glare and whatnot, I have a lot of pens, you know? I mean, I have Tombow markers, and I have this bag of my Twi markers, sorry for the glare, from Arteza. And, you know, I just have so many different kinds of pens, and it's helpful if you lay your pens on their side. depending on what kind of pen it is, of course. Instead of like putting it upright in like a coffee mug or something like that, it's better to have them laying flat. I have some Copic markers. I have some Pitt pens. I have just a bunch of different pens, so I would like, he might, now that I'm looking, I have a whole drawer full of Posca markers. So yeah, he might have to go back and get me another thing of PVC pipe. I don't know. So yeah, he's gonna hopefully work on that at some point, for me for my new room. But otherwise, I've been like just going through my stuff, and putting things aside, and just seeing what I need, you know what I'm saying? Or, because I only want to keep what I need and what I'm going to use. I'm tired of hoarding stuff. I'm tired of having stuff just in a drawer that, like, right here, I'm looking at this. This is a Jane Davenport pen. This is my second one. Don't like them, and I'm not afraid to say it. I guess my problem is that I don't use them very often, and maybe they dry up or whatever, but I'll tell you what, whenever I do go to use them, I take the point off, I clean it, all of that, and it skips every time. This is my second one, so yeah, it's going in the garbage along with the ink cartridges. I don't like it. Just saying. Yeah, fountain pens are not my thing. They're not my friend. They don't like me. I don't know. So things like that, so I have to go through all my drawers and decide what I want and what I don't need anymore. And what I don't use. I see, like, I'm looking around right now and I see like a lot of books that I use for my journaling and all that kind of stuff. But then I look and see a bunch of books that I have, but it's like, how much book text does one person need? You know what I mean? I don't know. And the thing is I don't sell my stuff, like I make it and I give it away. And this year it's been very hard to really make anything because of just time and all of that. But yeah, so I don't know. It's just a very slow going process, very slow going. But what I did find when I was going through my bookshelf are these books. My husband bought me these books a few years ago. I mean, look how beautiful they are. These would make gorgeous journals. Gorgeous journals. And what they are is they're Italian, I think. And they are a book of postcards, right? No date on them at all. Like the pages flip out like this. Let's see. Let's see here. Oh, now I'm all kerfuffled. Oh my word. Look at that. See, it goes like that. Oh, sorry for the glare. Oh gosh, I'm blinding you guys. Yeah, they're beautiful postcards. Beautiful. So I don't know. I'll probably end up taking these books apart, sending these postcards out and maybe in Happy Mail or something. Like I said, I don't believe, see that? Isn't that beautiful? They are gorgeous, but I don't believe that I ever did find, they're from this person's library. I don't believe I ever found a date on them, but they are gorgeous. And I could easily take the covers off, and just add up my own spine, right? And then make a little journal out of it. I think that would be really cute. Just with some, nothing special, but just, using some of the postcards and then putting like maybe some dyed paper, coffee stained paper or whatever in them. Jack. And making them like little vintagey kind of books, so that might be fun. I might work on that at some point. But it was just an interesting find. Just another example of stuff that I stuck on my shelf and haven't seen in 2 years. So yeah. So I have a lot of stuff to go through. Oh, you know what else? I was just looking over there and saw my yarn winder. I finally found my husband's yarn. Yeah, last week I told you that we were going to Michael's. And Michael's is very expensive unless something is on sale or you have a coupon. So I thought the yarn that I wanted, the blanket yarn, it's called Plum Fields, and it's by Bernat blanket. And they, the weird thing too is you go into Michael's or you see something online and you think it's on sale, but then it turns out it's only on sale for like that one day or that hour. I don't even know how they work their stuff. But so we went into Michael's, it was not on sale. Those big balls, they're like 220 yards and they want like $10 for them. And there's no way that I'm spending $80 on making a blanket. I'm sorry. So not only that, but you go in there and they don't have enough stock on the shelf to make anything. They might have like 4 balls of yarn. You can't make anything out of 4 balls of yarn. I don't know what they're thinking. Obviously, whoever stocks the shelves is not a crocheter. So, yeah, not a great place to get yarn. And I'm sure if you are a crocheter, you know that, and whatever. I try to buy yarn on sale wherever I can, and hopefully they have a large enough stock of something to make something out of it. Anyhow, we were in, where were we? In Walmart getting some stuff, and my husband was like, have you checked Walmart online? And so, yeah, when we got home, I checked it online. It was actually $3 a ball cheaper, $3, cheaper per ball just on the Walmart site, and then free shipping to boot. Like I have to wait a week, I think, for the stuff to come, but yeah, so I went ahead and got that. So I'm excited for that to come in the mail so then I can start making my husband's blanket. I think I'm just going to make it for our anniversary because our anniversary, it won't be done on our anniversary because our anniversary is November 2nd. And yeah, so that's quickly approaching. And yeah, so 28 years. Yay, us. 28 beautiful years. So yeah, so I'm excited for that yarn haul to come in. Yeah, and otherwise I've got to go through my crap, got to go through my crap and get rid of stuff, and whittled stuff down and all of that good stuff. Get rid of the stuff that I'm not using, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to try to do that. Anyway, yeah, I need to do some flip throughs. I need to do, you know the drill. I say it every week. I need to do all this stuff and I never end up doing it. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to try to do a diamond painting video to show you guys kind of how it works. And yeah, otherwise, I think that's it. So thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I really do appreciate you just listening to me yammer on. I really hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a wonderful week. And I will talk to you all real soon. Bye.